Hello and welcome to my tutorial on how to name ionic compounds, formulas, and polyatomic ions and molecular compounds. So to start off, we're going to have really easy one, magnesium oxygen. So this is pretty easy, just magnesium. So you just find magnesium on the periodic table right there. I just write magnesium. And then oxide. So you might think it's just oxygen, but at the end of it, you have to have ide. It's like, that's all you need. You need ide on everything. And so it'd be oxide right there. So that is how you name that right there. Just move that right there. Now, you might think it's just easy like that, just writing that and then put an ide at it. But also there's the specials. So the specials are all the transition metals are all up in here, in this little area. So it'd be like iron and gold. So transition metals, which are all in that little area, so they are a little special. So in this right here, so we're gonna do iron, which is just same, and sulfide, because that's sulfur. So yeah, I left a little room right here because this is what we're going to do next. If it's a transition metal, you have to go back to here. And if there's a subscript right there or next to the S, that kind of determines what's going to be in the parentheses right here. Now you're going to put a Roman numeral. So S is just 1. There's no 2 or 3 next to it. So you just put a regular I right there for the 1. And that's your answer for iron sulfide. So now you move on to gold phosphide. That's how you're going to say it. So gold, phosphide. You gotta remember that I, it's important for this. So you do parentheses again, and this time I'm just going to pretend there's a 3 right there. So, yeah, I think now the 3 is going to go onto the other side for the gold. So you're going to put the 3 Roman numerals. Sorry that's not very neat and everything, but it's, here, erase that. So, parentheses. There, that's better. So, 3 Roman numerals. So that's all you need to know for this slide. I'm going to move on to the next one. So now we're moving on to the polyatomic ions. I have some of the polyatomic ions on this chart right here, but not all of them. So that's not all of them if that's what you're thinking. So we're going to move on. It's basically the same thing we did on the last slide. So we're going to start with titanium. Titanium's a transition metal. So we just do titanium. And then so CO, and then there's no just CO, we have to have that 3 right there. So that's carbonate. So carbonate is just going to be carbonate. So we just have to have that little number right there so we know what it is. And again, it's just going to be a 1 for the titanium. It's just 1 Roman numeral. I'm going to move this all over to the side so I have a little bit more room on this next one. So the next one is just lithium cyanide. So you just write lithium cyanide. So that's all you have to do for that one. That's just lithium cyanide. You just write it out and you're done. Now, it's just the transition metals that make it slightly more difficult. Again, we have iron here. So we're going to do Fe, or no, not Fe, sorry. I was thinking of the last video. So I was thinking iron. I'm going to put the parentheses there already. And then PO, so PO4 is phosphate. Oops, sorry. So that's 1. That's really all it is on this slide. We'll move on to the next one. Okay, so here we go on the molecular compounds. So that's kind of different, but it's the kind of same thing, except the opposite. So we basically look at the little numbers down here with the letters. So these numbers right here, and then we just write them out. So it'd be, so this would be phosphate right here. Not phosphate, phosphide. So, but the 2 makes it diphosphide. So D-I-P-O. That right there. Move that up a little bit. Okay, so that's diphosphide. That's only half of it. So then we go on to sulfide. But since it's a 4, it's tetra. So I'm going to write the next one down here. Tetra. There. So that's our answer right there. So now moving on to oxygen and sulfur again. But it's not oxygen, it's going to be oxide. But, so now it's just going to be mono, since there's no number next to oxygen. So we just write mono, or monoxide, sorry. And then we have sulfur, but it has 3 next to it, so it's there's no I. Sometimes you take out a letter, it just, whatever sounds right. So trisol, maybe the I sounds better. Fide. And that's really it. That's all you have to do. You just have to memorize this chart. Memorize the prefixes of like mono, di, tri, and all that. Now moving on to the last one. So we have oxygen 7 and P6. Sorry, I messed up on that 6 down there. 6. If that makes it any better. But so 7, hepta. Hept oxide sounds the best. Not hepta oxide. Hept oxide sounds a little bit better. I mean, I might be wrong, but it is. So now we move on to phosphide, which is going to be hex phosphide. And that's the answer for that one. And that is it. If I did anything wrong, just say something in the comments of what I should do better, and just tell me if I did anything wrong. Make some pointers for me, because I'm still trying to learn how to do these tutorials. Just let me know, and thanks for watching.